Hello, welcome to my concept idea for e-learning Africa. I'll be taking you through my idea on video streaming services on campus area networks for conducting distributed classes. To build the background, many institutions in Africa and Uganda, specifically, are dealing with a high number of students, which means that one teacher handles several students, which is probably a higher ratio than they're supposed to be handling. This means that at a given point, several students don't understand what's being taught. Now, schools have come with mechanisms of leveraging access to class time by spreading out classes. Some classes take place in the morning, others during the daytime, others in the evening, or even sometimes at night. But this puts a strain on the teacher. The teacher gets tired. And he will just have to do because it's his job. It's his job. Otherwise, he's tired. And some students end up not concentrating in class. They don't write when they're teaching. So they sometimes have very little reference notes to go back to. Now, to solve this, we took a survey through institutions and found that very many academic institutions have networking equipment laid down, which are not being heavily used or are not being used to capacity. As if that's not enough, very many offices of lecturers and teachers have computing equipment which are not being used fully. This presents a huge opportunity for us. But the challenge that comes is that institutions and any other office in Uganda and Africa at large have a problem of internet connectivity. Internet is very expensive. So anything that we're going to bring around this should not work with the internet because the quality will go down. We intend to use the networks and the line infrastructure to leverage class access to all the students at a given time. Now, instead of having 400 students and dividing into four of 100 to make sure to put in a way that we teach 100 in the morning, another 100 during the daytime, another 100 in the evening, and then another 100 in the night, which we find that puts a strain on the teacher. We are coming up with an idea where all the 400 can sit in different classes and they're taught at the same time. How about that? Let's go. The idea is to implement a distributed software system whereby the teacher sits in his office and tutors the students or the pupils from his class, and the students watch him. And when they watch him, they can have that playback time to ask questions and they interact. This is what has come to be known as the video streaming service, which runs on campus area networks. We are limiting its service to campus area networks because we don't want to use the internet. We cannot use this system if there are much delays on the network. So we have come up with a system which has a design which deals with jitter, deals with latency, and deals with all delays very well. We expect bandwidth usage to be at the tune of 128 kilobits per second. Latency is anything between 150 to 200 milliseconds. Jitter is 0 to 20 milliseconds. This system will allow students to sit in their classes, then the lecturer tutors them, and then they interact later on. But most importantly is that the system records what is being discussed by the teachers and the lecturer. This means that the students can access these archives later on and they go and listen to it, like they're revising. Whereby even if a student didn't write in class or they reached late, they cannot miss the other part of the class which they were not in for. This system is supposed to run strictly on campus area networks. By the fact that it's consuming only 128 kilobytes, we have LAN capacity which is 100 Mbps. I mean, a lot of capacity is left for other services, therefore not disrupting the normal running of the network. This system is going to help in content harmonization, concentrating classes to a given time, and will reduce the burden on the teachers, which means that the teachers can have very many hours of that day to do research other than having to teach several classes at a given time. This is this project for e-learning. Thank you so much.